Hey guys, I've been getting a lot of questions about my build, so I figured I'd just make a video and try to explain as much as possible. If I miss anything or you have any other questions, just ask in the comments and I'll get them taken care of. So the basics of the build are 18 levels of Bard, 1 level of Cleric, and 1 level of Fighter. The level of Cleric is going to get you Divine Might, and the level of Fighter is going to get you Haste Boost and a bonus feat. I think those are both more valuable than any of the Bard cores available. In terms of skills, I focus mostly on Intimidate, UMD, Balance, and Heal. I didn't do my level ups perfectly, so I'm missing one rank in Intimidate and a couple ranks in Heal. I could probably switch things around to get Heal maxed and take some out of Balance or UMD, but I'm lazy. But the main point is getting Intimidate as high as possible. Oh, obviously, I train Perform too. For the feats, I took pretty much just the standard melee feats. I have single weapon fighting, shield mastery, precision, improved single weapon fighting, improved crit bludgeoning, improved shield mastery, greater single weapon fighting, overwhelming crit, inspire excellence, improved shield bash, completionist. For my fighter bonus feat, I fit in weapon focus bludgeoning just for the melee power and the +1 to hit. My 3 Destiny feats are Perfect 2-Weapon Fighting for the double strike, Elusive Target for the chance to avoid damage, and of course Dire Charge. My legendary feat is Feywild, fits with the Bard, pretty decent DPS bonus, and the heal amp is nice too. My spells aren't anything special. I mostly just have these here for my buffs. You can see all of them here. I don't take anything weird. The only one that I use as like a debuff or offensive spell really is Otto's Irresistible Dance because it has no save. So as long as the enemy doesn't have spell resistance, this will land in whatever difficulty. For my enhancements, go for a run here. Enhancements, I have 18 in Scourge, mostly for the +1 multiplier with light maces. This is a nice little DPS bonus too, when you can afford to use it. But if you don't have any racial AP, you could ditch this and pick whatever race you want. The main part of the build is all the stuff over here. So all these points in War Chant are the bread and butter. Getting this last core here is going to raise your base attack bonus. And getting these things here are going to let you heal, self-heal in Reaper 10. Swashbuckling, DPS. Kensai here, you can change some things, like you could get rid of these extra haste boosts or the extra damage here if you wanted to. It's kind of just extra preference, but this is the main thing here. You got to get the haste boost. Divine Might is in War Priest. You could take that down to 2 ranks or even 1 if you're really crazy. And then the last of my AP is just to get the Charisma to hit from Feydark. Also of note is the 1 level of Cleric gets you the magical training feat that you need to use this. For my Epic Destiny, I run in Fate Singer. You can see here how I have it laid out. This one right here, Arya, you could ditch this and put it up here for Quicken, wherever Quicken is. Quicken is the only thing I don't have that would actually make my build better, because you could quicken Otto's Irresistible Dance. I'm just lazy, and I like it the way I have it. But having Quicken would make it a better build. My twists are Sense Weakness, Meld, Legendary Shield Mastery, Confront Any Foe, which this is possible from the level of Cleric, and a Dance with Flowers. Here's how I have my Reaper AP set up. I might have more points than you have, but I'm just getting the low-hanging fruit charisma here. And the way I have this split up is I cared mostly about just getting the cores. If you have less Reaper points, I'd probably go mostly in Grim Barricade. with the low-hanging fruit here in Dread Adversary. But, you know, whatever works for you works for you. The last thing I've got is my gear, so I'll just go through piece by piece. Goggles, Collective Sight with Insightful Charisma and Constitution. If you look at the augment there, I've got the +4 artifact bonus to Charisma set. So I've got the Charisma set as well as the Constitution set. You just have to be careful where to fit those around so you're not messing up your other sets. Helm is the Fate Twisted Titania's Glory. Necklace is the Raid Necklace, Family's Blessing. Trinket is a Slaver's Crafted 5 rings. Cloak is the legendary Cloak of Winter. Belt is the Direwolf Belt. Now I've got this on my hotbar where I can swap it to the Dire Bear Belt if I want to go into like more tank or more survivability for the extra 27 sheltering. Ring, Celestial Ruby Ring. Legendary Hammer Fist Gloves. Deep Snow Boots. Not even going to try to say that. The Charisma Artifact Ring. Cold Iron Bracers. And Legendary Wildcard Armor. Down here I am using the Epic Quiver of Alacrity. Every once in a while it does bite me in the ass when I'm trying to cast a spell and something hits me. If I'm in something like VOD and I'm trying to cast Remove Curse and something smacks me for 1,000 damage, that spell's definitely not going off. So every once in a while it might be good to take this off if I know I'm going to be casting a lot of spells, or if I'm trying to cast autos on a Reaper and he hits me before it goes off. But you can take this off as needed. I keep it on mostly for the Insightful Sneak Attack damage. So my shield, this is actually a new piece. I redid my gear so I could use an Alchemical Shield. I got all of my main effects on all my other gear, and this was basically just a total fluff piece where I've got the Sonic Spell Power, which is going to help my Legendary Feat and DPS. I've got +2 Charisma, because why not? And then for the third tier, I went with the Cold Dot. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's more damage than I used to do, so there's the shield. And my prized possession, which is a joke, is my Lightning Coil, which I really wish DDO would make a better light mace. People have asked why I haven't used like a Night Mother's or the other Ravenloft one they give you for free that does the holy damage and fire. And the two reasons are, one is this one does more base damage because of the raid weapon die, and the other one is the augment slots. Before I had this shield, I needed the augment slot more, but the shield gave me an extra augment slot. So I could switch over if I wanted to, but I just like using this setup. I like having the extra augment slot. Right now, I've got, what do I have? I think I've got some proc damage in it. Wherever it is. Yeah, Ruby of Shock 8d6. But you can see my filigree setup here. Prowess, 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 shatter device, shatter device, shatter device. Then the raid strength. One more sucker punch. And here's the rest of my filigree. Well, you can't see it unless I unequip it. So I've got another prowess, shattered device, and another raid one for the melee power. If you're watching my videos and you see me weapon swapping, one of my main swaps
you can't put
is
aside
to the Labyrinthine Edge, which has the same filigree as my other weapon, and the Epic Swashbuckler for parrying, but mostly for guard breaking. So I'll swap to this if I need to do some, like a lot of CC, from the slow effect. And then, or if I want to apply like vulnerability to a boss, I'll use this and then swap back to
Now I
the
count
main
the
DPS weapon.
hours until I am allowed to hunt again.
So that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up.